Bienvenidos, fanáticos de la lucha libre a la sala de lucha libre Triple A. Y ahora aquí está tú, el Patreon Vicente Mixam, junto con Hey Rat. Buenos días and ¿cómo está? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, señores, señoras. This is the debut of Wrestlechat Triple A, or Lucha, if you will. Joining me, of course, is Jeroka. Say hello, Jeroka.
Hola, Jay.
Welcome, everybody. We are going to be here to talk to you about things happening in AAA worldwide. We may even talk about some CMLL over the time. Hard to say. We'll see where it goes. But right now, we are starting out. If I can find my notes, through this mask. All roads right now are going to be leading to Puebla for the Rey de Reyes big event coming up for AAA Wrestling very soon. We will all be wanting to tune into that one, but to get there, we have to start here. So, Jay, you saw the shows last night, right?
See,
And what did you think?
I really liked the show. Had some very good high spots. I like how they still had the mixed tag match, even though I take it Chelsea got hurt on Friday night. But
I
it
don't
still
believe that
played
for a
out very-
minute. Just like I don't believe you're a true luchador. You sounded like a
Oh.
gringo.
No more than Chad Gable.
I'm not so sure about Chad Gable yet either. We'll talk about that. All right, listen up. Opening matchup. Well, opening was actually a promo, I beg your pardon. Dirty Dom and Vikingo get into a war of the words, so to speak. Dom calling him out. Vikingo making very interesting move to turn this thing not just about a championship, of course. They all want to wear the Mecha Championship. It can't happen. Only one man gets that. But to make it a little more interesting, Vikingo challenges Dom. Put your hair on the line, Chico. What do you think about that?
Been a long time since I've seen that stipulation. I am looking forward to it.
Been a long
It's
time
the
since
only
Dom's
thing in-
seen a barber.
But see, that's the thing that makes luchadors a lot more interesting, because you have those stipulations: hair versus hair, mask versus mask. You know, they don't do this on the normal shows, and it's ridiculous that they don't. So when he suggested that, I really popped for it, and I was like, oh, this will be interesting now.
Well, I think it's going to be interesting to find out exactly how they come away with this. I know someone's getting their hair cut if Brutus the Barber Beefcake's in attendance. If he shows up and you see him ringside or you see him backstage, you know Dom's getting a haircut, man. They're not going to
Yes,
pay
but
that
Dom will
Brutus
look-
money and not have a haircut.
Yes, but can you just imagine Dom with no long hair and still has that porn stash going on? Oh, that will be hysterical.
Now, if I'm going a haircut match, first thing I'm doing with those clippers, I'm taking that mustache off, man. That mustache has to go. All right. From there, we move along. Chelsea calls out sick. I don't believe this. All egos on the phone. Where are you? We have a mixed tag team match tonight. And she's over here and they're showing her holding her ankle up. She did not get hurt. She got screwed. There's
Yeah,
a
don't-
difference. If you look at the highlights, the WWE Plus complete highlights from SmackDown, the one highlight they conveniently remove is her going coast to coast and taking out two opponents. They pick it up right after that where she goes for the cover. This is an inside job right now. The fix is in. They're out to get her. She's not wrong when she's right.
So you're saying that she screwed her own tag partner because she was upset?
I'm saying she's got bigger fish to fry. She's going to be the world champion. We move on from commercial break. We come back and we have Lola Vice along with Iguana, Mr. Iguana. Mixed tag team titles on the line. They are the challengers going up against Ethan and now La Hedra filling in for the supposedly injured Chelsea Green. Anything about the match in particular stand out to you?
There was a lot of ass in that match. A lot of ass.
A lot of ass. A lot of ass. Yeah. The match ended with Lola coming up with a big spin kick right to the jaw. Knockout all over. 1, 2, 3. New mixed tag team champions, Mr. Iguana and Lola Vice.
I've always liked Lola's in-ring work.
You like her assets, don't lie.
Oh, absolutely. But still, I can't even follow that up. Never mind.
I got him. All right, after that, El Grande is backstage along with Dom, and they have a little back and forth. The one thing I would say I'm very impressed with, present company included, is Ludwig Kaiser speaks amazing Spanish.
Absolutely.
A little better than yours, believe it or not, J. Roca.
Well, he puts in the time. I don't.
It shows. It shows.
I usually sit more quiet and stuff, so if you don't practice the accent.
You should not practice, man. If you're a lucha, you are a lucha.
Oh, well, But anyways, he does do a very good job. He has put in the work, and I have thoroughly enjoyed his portrayal of this character.
What character? That's not him. All right, in the meantime, Ludwig gets, Mr. Grande Americana gets attacked backstage by the original Grande Americana. I can't keep up with all the Americanos. It's becoming a gringo fest. They end up handcuffing him backstage so that Grande Americano cannot go into the main event, which is a 4-way match to determine who will be one of the competitors for the Rey de Reyes matchup, the main event for the sword, the opportunity to see if you can pull the sword from the stone. When did Disney get involved in all this crap? I want to know.
Whoever pulls the sword will be the next #1 contender.
So when they don't pull something.
Versus...
All right, well, here is the final matchup of the night, the Rey de Reyes 4-way. We've got Octagon Jr., Dragon Lee, Rey Fenix, and El Grande Americano, but the original. Now comes the question, is he really the original? Is that Chad Gable under the mask again with no fanfare whatsoever on his return? You think it is?
Technically, I do, because at the end of the match, he was headed up the ring, up the ramp, and he said something and I heard his voice.
He had a really nice little sweet beard going on, something we're not used to seeing from him, so, different look. I didn't feel like the physique was right. I don't think that was him under the mask. But that's the whole thing about these masked wrestlers. One week to another, you never know who it's going to be. Everyone's talking about who the masked man was that took out Braun. I guarantee you, whoever it was that day is not the one who will have the mask taken off.
Well, you got to look at it this way. We've had La Parka for the past 40-some years, and I know that's not the same guy, because he does more flippy-dippy stuff that he does now than what he did back in WCW.
Yeah, but it's Junior.
Oh. They don't call him Junior.
Yeah, but they acknowledge it. It's his son.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
All right, we talk about the four-way match. Let me tell you, there was a few really, really good things about it. The reason why I like the AAA so much is they do the things that everyone should do right and doesn't do them right, and then they show you how to do it right. One of the things you have heard on this channel in the past so many times, you've got someone on the top rope who is going to dive onto 2, 3, 4, 7 people, and they all just stand there like, oh, I'm going to catch you. Oh, I'm going to catch you. This time it was done perfecto. On the top rope, you have one man, I don't recall who it was. In the ring, you have the two who are going to catch him, but they're not even looking at him. They're in a face-off, standoff, face-to-face, ready to throw punches. They can see out the peripheral vision, and at the last moment, they turn and they take it. The way it should be done. That was believable. That was credible. That is what these mothers should be doing. Take a lesson. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just going to say I agree with you because it takes you out of a match when you just see them and they're like, oh, whoa, I'm so dizzy. Oh, I'm just kind of falling around. Oh, now they're diving. Oh, okay.
Another great moment. 3-man German suplex. Well done, well executed, felt good. There was still a 4th man. He was unaccounted for outside the ring. I don't know if you could pull off a 4-man, but I'd like to see somebody try. We've seen a move referred to as old school by The Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever tried this shit that I've seen before. Ray Phoenix.
You're talking about Ray Phoenix, yes.
On the top turnbuckle, ran all the way down across the top rope to the other turnbuckle and jumped off onto his opponent on the floor. Kiss my ass. Unbelievable. You could have got yourself killed 3 ways to Sunday on that move. And that's regular TV, mind you. What's he going to do at Rey de Reyes?
Exactly.
The original Americano wins the match after a dirty bastard puts a foreign object up into the mask and hits with the headbutt for the 1, 2, 3. But it's not over yet. Yeah. Because El Grande Americano has managed to free himself from the handcuffs. Little too late, but he gets in the ring, and the 2 Americanos are going to battle as we go to credits. What I have to say is, bravissimo, tremendous job, well done once again. The build-up to their major card is looking better each week. There are matches that we care about. There are talent we care about. And the characters are getting over. We are seeing the people like Mr. Iguana. We are seeing last week, if you watched last week's show, you're seeing Vikingo Jr., Mini Vikingo. All these characters now are starting to come out that we are now being introduced to here in North America. And it is really exciting. It is great writing. It is great performing. And just the little details that they get right. What's your overall opinion on this program, J-Ro?
I couldn't agree more. You're right. You have these characters, and it's nice to see Dom in street clothes, still being Dom, but he's just out there like a normal guy in the ring.
Dom with that porn stash and that mullet is normal.
Yeah, well, it is for him. But it lets you see that unless you're wrestling, you don't have to be in your wrestling attire. even if you're cutting a promo. And I think it makes it more relatable to the audience when you're like that. And no, the overall show, I mean, the matches were great. Normally, when you have a mixed tag match, it can get kind of wonky, but this one flowed really nice. And then I can't say anything more about the main event other than what you've said, because it was phenomenal. Great moves, great action. The dynamic between the four gentlemen. I've always been a fan of Octagon and Octagon Jr., so their work's fantastic. And it will be interesting going into next week to see how Americano number 2, or dos, I should say,
Gringo,
has if he has any kind of influence on the finals for the Rey de Reyes tournament, seeing how it'll be La Parca against.
You know what that is?
Original. No.
It's a gringo detector, and it's going crazy. That's the defense keeping people outside the border. All right, let's see what we have going on in the chat tonight. William Styles is here. Hello, welcome aboard. We've got Andrew Roberts. Buenos dias. Buenas noches, depending where you are. I don't know. Quito Tool. Orale, Vincento, that's what I'm talking about. That is a true Mexicano. Prime time in the house as well. Welcome aboard. No, Keith, it's not the same L.A. Parker. It is the son of the L.A. Parker that you knew. In the Mexican tradition, it's very often that the fathers pass the gimmick on to the sons. Hence, Rey Mysterio Jr.
Except for Rey. Rey was his uncle who passed it down to him.
Family,
so
yes.
It stays in the family.
Family. Problem with Dom is he was just too damn tall. They say it skips a generation. Viva las lucha la raza. I love that, yes. El Gringo Los Luchadora. He wasn't talking about you.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Oye, chico. All right. Well, we are here doing this as a bit of an experiment. If you like this, you will hit the like button. You will leave comments down below, and you will share this with your friends. I'm presuming everybody has some. Even if you only have one, send it to that one. If it's your dog, set up an account for your dog. It's all good. And if there seems to be enough interest,
anyways.
That's right. If there's enough interest, we can do more of these. But for right now, that's the recap for AAA Worldwide this week here on the Nation Network. We'll be looking out for more, and we'll be coming back to you next Sunday, hopefully with another recap of next Saturday night show. You can watch it Saturday. It airs live on YouTube at 9 p.m., and that's when we start to get our notes together. We watch the matches. We give our thoughts and reviews. We put it all together into a nice, pretty package as best we can, and we bring it to you people here on the Nation Network. Anything else you got, J. Roca?
No.
Say goodbye, J. Roca.
Adios, J. Roca.
Adios, muchachos.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!